Hello and welcome to Goodwood for the sprint race at round 6 of Chase the Sunset. The drivers are about to begin their 20-minute sprint race. Tweetman is on pole with McFlurry second, then Pedretti, Ollie, myself, Kevman, John Boy and Unicorn. This 20-minute race is all about getting their strategies ready for the 40-minute feature race, and they are away. Immediately McFlurry on the attack, trying to get ahead of Tweetman, but around the outside goes S. Pedretti, a driver who's been very dominant in this series. And in the background there, myself make up a place on Ollie. Oh, Tweetman! He's got out very, very loose. And who else is that out loose? I didn't see, I think that was actually me. So yes, it was, right down the back now. Oh well, never mind. So S. Pedretti leads the group. Already got quite a gap. McFlurry in second, but McFlurry's got Ollie for company. Ollie there trying to go up the inside. Doesn't quite make it work. And well, there's plenty of race left. Of course, the drivers have to take their fuel and tyres into consideration. So that was Unicorn making a move. Unicorn looking for a way past Kevman. Up onto the grass. It's a bit of a dangerous move, but Unicorn does get the inside for the next corner, and they make it work just like that. Unicorn up into 4th place. Here's the real shocker though, John Boy and Tweetman down in 7th and 6th, and it's not a place we expect them to be. They're usually so very fast and dominating at the front. It looks like Goodwood not quite working out for this pair, but can they start working their way through? John Boy already having a go at Kevman. Yep, that's a fairly reasonable pass. Kevman didn't have to fight that much. Although I think Kevman thinking that perhaps Tweetman and John Boy on his fight. It looks like Unicorn's lining up McFlurry. In fact, Unicorn's going past McFlurry, so Unicorn's had a great exit from the last corner. And Unicorn working their way to the front of the field. A driver not afraid to get down and dirty with the leaders. In fact, Unicorn also a race winner in this series, so not a driver you ought to be counting out. Ollie has had some very mixed results in this series. He's still finding his feet, but could this be his day? We've had a yellow flag at the back there. We've got Tweetman in the pits. We've got John Boy a long way back. I think those two must have coming together. Let's see if we can find a replay. Oh, there it was. Tweetman just got the chicane slightly wrong, and he got all kinds of trouble there. So Tweetman carrying damage. He's going to have to go in there and repair that. He may go for some fresh tyres. Let's see. Yeah, they're changing the tyres, so Tweetman is going to go aggressive with this. John Boy had a little bit of an off. He'd gone onto the grass, so John Boy all to do again on Kevman. Looks like Kevman might be fighting this one a little bit harder this time, going defensive, trying to keep John Boy behind him. Oh no, Unicorn! Oh, what happened, Unicorn? Was this an unforced error? See Ollie in the background there. We've got Pretty in front, yeah. So Unicorn just pushed too hard, and that's it. Down to the back, 5th, 6th, 7th. Tweetman's still a long way back. This gives Pedretti a good advantage over Ollie. Ollie under a little bit of pressure from McFlurry. There's myself in 4th, just hanging on to this, but look out, John Boy is through on Kevman and he's on the hunt. And when John Boy's on the hunt, well, he usually gets his quarry. This final chicane here catches a lot of people out, so expect things to happen here, but meanwhile the Grandpa Mobile goes through into 3rd. I wonder if McFlurry perhaps had a poor run out of the chicane, because also John Boy got past him as well. Expect John Boy now to go for 3rd, and who was that? That was Ollie. Oh, Ollie's run wide onto the grass, down to 6th. Oh, Ollie was on such a good race as well. Like I said at the start, he struggled to find his feet with these cars. So that's myself to 2nd. That's impressive, but not making much of an impression on Espadretti at this time. John Boy going to make the move on this straight because he's got a really good run out of there. He's got the slipstream. All he's got to do is get past here, and it looks like that is job done. He's got the inside for the next corner, and then he can just get off after Pedretti. There it is. Jobs are good, as they say. Unicorn now attacking Ollie. Oh, that move is done. Is it though? Ollie's got the inside. Yeah, Ollie stops in behind Unicorn, so Ollie letting that one go. I don't think he's going to come back at Unicorn at this stage in the race. That's gone a little bit deep there. It's alright, he's gathered it up. Kevman now hunting Ollie. So Ollie all out of sorts now that it's fallen from the top. He's taking deep breaths. We've got McFlurry here falling back after suffering a penalty. I think that's from an off-track excursion. So McFlurry falling back into 7th place. Tweetman is catching in that clear air. There he is, just in the back of the shot. Up at the front, we can see myself there in 3rd place, keeping up with John Boy, but just in the background, there's Unicorn. So this is about to turn into a bit of a scrap. Unicorn there with a great exit. Oh no! Ollie in a spin. So many spins. That's got to be some sort of record there. Oh, but that's Ollie down into last place and so far back. What a disaster. McFlurry's in 7th after that penalty. Kevman in 6th. I think he was involved there with the Ollie incident, which has slowed him down. Tweetman, amazingly, has crawled back up to 5th and approaching Unicorn. Speaking of Unicorn, here's the move. Or is it the move? Unicorn not quite able to position the car where they want it there. Up ahead, John Boy going for the lead. So it's all happening up at the front. It looks as though Espadretti went onto the grass a little bit. That could cost him some time. Everybody made it through the chicane okay. But this surely is Unicorn's chance. Just here, they're going to go up the inside. No, not yet. Oh, but that's a grandpa taking too much grass, too much inside, and Unicorn taking too much outside. Well, you're not going to do that too much because Tweetman's on his way, and Tweetman is on the attack, and that's going to slow down. Unicorn's going to be looking in their mirrors now. The Citronami. If only it was that fast. Oh, Kevman's joined the fight as well, so clearly Grandpa holding everybody up as usual. That's a mess through there. Everyone's trying to go through. Oh, and Unicorn gets shoved off. You cannot fit 4 cars at once through that corner. Tweetman off as well. A little bit of door banging going on there. What this means is Kevman's been promoted to 4th place. And he's going to be going for 3rd. Just here, up the inside. Oh no! That was very nearly the end of my race, but it's all good. Now, single file for the chicane. Like Unicorn just missed out there at the end. Go a car backwards there. I'm not sure if McFlurry had an issue there in the chicane. Look back to this battle. Tweetman on the move. Oh, that's a grandpa running wide. So that's let everybody through without losing any time. Not intentionally, but there you go. Tweetman going up the inside. Kevman says no. Tweetman says yes, and oh, Kevman into that barrier hard. Facing the wrong way, with a penalty and probably with damage. Not what he needed at all. That's absolutely ruined his race. Meanwhile, the battle between Unicorn and Tweetman is still raging. Unicorn's got a run. It looks good. Unicorn has the inside, and I think that's the move done. It is. Oh, but Unicorn there braking while turning. Just lost the back end. That's allowed Tweetman to come back through before the chicane. And then a bit of a wibble from Unicorn as they put the power down a little bit too hard coming out of that chicane. You have to feed it in very carefully at first. Now Tweetman on the inside. Unicorn looking very ragged. Of course, Unicorn a controller driver, not a wheel driver. So you can expect movements to be a little bit more harsh. You know, the range of movement on a joypad isn't as high as range of movement on wheel, so these things happen. Okay, it looks as though Unicorn's going to have a go in the same place again. This time Tweetman is wise to the move and goes to the inside, so Unicorn's going to try and go around the outside. Can they do it? It's a brave move if they can. Oh, side by side. That is such good racing. Both drivers making it through there in one piece. Oh, I didn't think either of them were going to make it through there, but it's all good. And that is a Grandpa Mobile into the pits. Presumably fresh tyres. There's enough fuel in that car to get it to the end. It's down, no repairs. That's just fresh tyres for the Grandpa Mobile. This is an attempt at strategy to see what strategy is going to be like for the future race. So how's this going to play out? Where's that car going to end up? We don't know. At the sharp end of the field, Unicorn still badgering Tweetman, but look, these two are fighting so hard that they're catching up to the front two drivers. They're reeling in John Boy and Espadretti. That means John Boy's going to have to get on with it. Unicorn still looking for a way around, perhaps wondering if there's any way of bringing those front two cars into play, or maybe even just unable to get the speed up, with Tweetman now getting a slipstream from John Boy. It's going to change the dynamic at the front. But how are these cars for grip? How are those tyres looking? We know Tweetman's tyres are 2 laps younger than the cars around him. Is that going to be giving him an advantage, or, you know, is it negligible? We just don't know. So we shall see. John Boy still unable to do anything about Espadretti up ahead, unless he's saving fuel behind Pedretti, but he was very much out of shape there, and that is putting Tweetman right on him. That's going to be frustrating for Unicorn. Oh! Where did Pedretti go? Where did Pedretti go? Look at this replay. He wasn't under attack from John Boy. What happened? Going into that first corner. Has he ever done it? Oh, he has. He got some oversteer, corrected it, and that was it. Gone into the barrier. Oh, it's gone horribly wrong for Pedretti. So patience has paid off, and John Boy is in the lead, but how long can he stay in the lead? Because he is under attack from Tweetman and Unicorn. He's got to stay in the lead for another 7 minutes. Oh, he's hit the inside of the chicane, perhaps the pressure getting to him. That's given Tweetman a bit of a run on him. Tweetman could have the inside for the first corner, and this could be his lead to take. It is. Tweetman into the lead. Pedretti has pitted, so I think Pedretti had damage from that barrier impact. Unicorn going through to second. Are John Boy's tyres fading? Are we going to see John Boy come into the pits? That would really shake things up, because of course Espadretti now is going to be on fresh rubber for the rest of the race. So has Espadretti now got advantage? Well, it depends how long it took to repair that damage, I suppose. Speaking of fresh rubber, the recently reshod Me right on the back of McFlurry now. We're going to get to see new tyres versus old. Just how big is the advantage here at Goodwood? This all important data, and that's how important it is. Getting that extra traction out of those corners really does help. While we're watching that, John Boy's gone back into the lead. Unicorn second and Tweetman third. In fact, Tweetman now pitting. So the battle at the front, just John Boy and Unicorn. The Grandpa Mobile quite some way back now. But there it is. It's approaching. It's using that extra grip. So can we get in there? Can we make an impression on the leaders in the last 5 minutes of the race? We shall have to wait and see. Further back, McFlurry just hanging on in there. Kevman just a little bit more adrift. Then we have Pedretti and Tweetman, both recently repaired and reshod. You can see how hard Pedretti's pushing there. There's Tweetman. Ollie's just doing his own thing, chilling out. Having a nice drive. Oh, it looks like John Boy's about to come under serious attack from Unicorn. Unicorn going up the inside and through into the lead of this race. John Boy's now going to have to really get the hammer down, because once Unicorn's in clear air, that is a very difficult driver to catch. Speaking of catching, oh, we got a yellow flag there. Who was that? That might have been Ollie. There I am in third on the hunt. McFlurry just behind, and then just behind McFlurry it's S. Pedretti, a driver who's been carving up the track. That's another driver dispatched. McFlurry trying to make those tyres hang on for as long as possible, but I don't think it's working for him. Ollie pits. Oh, who was that? That I think was McFlurry there, getting a serious wibble on. Nearly putting it into the barrier. Held it very well. But that's put Tweetman right on him. Well, I'd like to watch Tweetman coming through the field. And I would. There he is in the background, look. We do have some action at the front and the race is nearly over, so these are decisive laps. Ollie still in the pits. I think Ollie may have retired the car. No, he hasn't. He's back out. Oh, we've got some... oh no! The Unicorn. What has occurred? Here we go. Oh, Uni's just overcooked it. And just managed to avoid taking out John Boy. Which was very, very fortunate. So John Boy now with a nice clear lead. There's myself without a clear lead, because that is Tweetman, who has made it through the field with his fresh tyres and is on the attack. Pedretti's there on the attack as well. These are dark times for the white and purple car. And here comes Tweetman up the inside. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And Pedretti following him through. Well, Tweetman opened the door. Pedretti walked through it. S. Pedretti wants to win. He knows how to win. Someone else who knows how to win. Tweetman, who's attacking John Boy. Look at that. The power of fresh rubber. Tweetman tears into the lead, and now it looks like John Boy's going to lose that to S. Pedretti as well. No, he's not. Pedretti can't find a way past these two who are side by side. There we go. Oh, John Boy just losing the back end ever so slightly. But he's alright. He's still pointing in the right direction. That's what counts. Is this going to be the final lap? I think it might be the final lap. The timer's got less than 30 seconds to go. Tweetman flat out. It's John Boy. Unicorn, where did Pedretti go? Oh, Pedretti went out wide and got on the grass. And then got on the grass again. He was just unable to get away from it, and that's dropped him down to 5th. So Tweetman and John Boy released to battle for the rest of this race. Just 10 seconds left. I'm pretty sure this is it. Tweetman out very wide. John Boy unable to capitalise on it. One by one through the chicane. Now it's a drag race to the finish line. John Boy making up ground. Tweetman did it. John Boy lost out by a fraction of a second. I managed to get on the podium. Then McFlurry, Pedretti, Unicorn, Kevman and Ollie bringing up the rear. So well done Tweetman on the tiniest of margins, winning that race. Well, you don't get finishers much closer than that. Hope you join us for the feature race. And if you're new around here and you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell. I want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories, to our Patreon patrons for supporting the channel in their unique way, and to our Discord members for taking part in these races.